Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for the final album review this Friday. And this is for The Who's new album, Who. So I'm gonna discuss what I listened to and let you know my thoughts on this record. So let's dive into this review. Now, I did enjoy a few of the singles. Ball and Chain was a decent song. Wasn't perfect, but there were some hooks in the song that just didn't work for me. In my opinion, I think the song was just. It wasn't a terrible song, but it did not too bad. Definitely go check out my track review for The Who's Ball and Chain that I reacted to and talked about. Sorry that I'm coughing a little bit, just I got mucus in my throat or whatever. But pretty much, I think the only song that really didn't do so well was Detour. That one was just cringy to listen to. It just didn't feel. Well, it just didn't feel like a Who song or whatever. It sounded very off. I've heard some of the Who's tracks and all that, like the Who Are You? And that's a pretty famous song back then in 1978. I wasn't around then, but I pretty much got interested in them by my mom, who likes this band a lot. And I'm surprised that they're still making music. They came back with a returning album in 2006 for their 11th studio album. And they just came back 13 years later for the 12th studio album. Which, yeah, it took them a little bit of time to make this record. A little over a decade. But I think they came strong with this record. I saw the mixed reviews for the Endless Wire album they released back in 06, and some of it seemed it got 6.4 out of 10 or lesser than that, 4.7 out of 10. So it got mixed reviews. But for this record, I enjoyed the majority of these songs. All the Music Must Fade was a pretty good track. I Don't Want to Get Wise was probably my favorite. And I'll Be Back was like a laid back kind of track. But it didn't do so bad. It was decent. There's a good majority of these songs that were decent, and one song that was average. And Detour was the weakest song off this record, in my opinion. But She Rocked My World was. I don't know if that was really good, but it was, just, I can't think of a right word to describe it. It's just that, and Rocking in Rage was just, they're songs. But I did enjoy the deluxe edition tracks. Well, the last deluxe edition track, which was Danny and My Ponies. Very weird title. And very, very weird title. I know I might be repeating myself, but it just, mostly it just was a not bad song. I enjoyed it for the most part. I enjoyed the majority of these tracks. Beads on One String was pretty good. Hero Ground Zero was pretty good. Street Song was definitely something I enjoyed. I like Break the News, where it had a really catchy melody or hook in the beginning of the song, and it was pretty interesting to listen through. But like I said, Detour was just, it could have been better. Got Nothing to Prove and This Gun Will Misfire. Well, those are the last two tracks I'm going to talk about, and I know I'm picking this review up pretty fast and talking about different tracks, and I might be confusing you. I'm trying not to. I'm just trying to discuss about what I liked about the album and what I didn't like about the record. What I didn't like about the record is the fact that some of these songs weren't very consistent, and I think consistent is the right word. I'm not sure. But pretty much this record is solid. It's nothing perfect, but I guess it succeeds in being a solid record. It's nothing perfect. It didn't get an 8 out of 10 you think I'm gonna give it. But I'm probably gonna have to settle with a 7.5 out of 10. This is an average album. There's some tracks on here that are a little iffy to like. Detour just, I don't know about that one. I just wasn't that keen on liking it that much. And, Danny and My Ponies was a weird track to close the record, but it did alright for the most part. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the new Who album, called Who, if you've heard it. And if you like this review, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. I will be returning to you tomorrow for the decent to good albums of 2019 video. And I'll be doing 2 other videos on the 8th, which are worst songs of 2019 video and okay to meh movies of 2019 as well. So definitely stay tuned for that. I might come back at you this weekend as well for track reviews. I'm not 100% sure. I know Blink-182 released a new track, and many others as well. But I never came around to listening to it. It's like a Christmas track or whatever that Blink-182 made, called Not Another Christmas Song or something like that. But I'll have to check it out and see what I think of it. But for the most part, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Take care, and I'll see you in my next video.